and welcome to another live stream where this live is going to be a tad bit different. As you can tell by the scrolling banner there, I am going to be editing some videos, and I thought, why not have people join in? What keep me company whilst I do a bit of editing. So if I don't get to your comments by the end of stream, I do apologize. Um, but hopefully this will be a somewhat of a decent enough stream. So yeah, it's going to get started. I do see we have Danny from This Is My Life here. So hello, Danny. Welcome back to another live stream as I get started on some video editing. So I'm going to be editing two unscripted reviews that are going to be a little different than my normal unscripted reviews because they're Christmas themed, and I normally would want to have filmed it in front of a Christmas tree, but my Christmas tree is not up yet, and it won't be until the 1st of December. And that's not leaving me enough time because the first of the Christmas unscripted reviews is due out on the 2nd. So for the time being, the first two are going to be audio only. As I've already watched them and I have it recorded on my spare phone. This is my spare phone. This is my Samsung Galaxy A02s, which is currently playing some lo-fi. This still has a headphone jack, and this is the mic that I basically use for all my audio recordings. It's a cheap little headset that I bought from GameStop, and it works wonders for some odd reason. I think I paid like a tenner for this. It still is amazing. Danny says, I've watched Park. Wow. I mean, I told you. It was one hell of a movie. But let me know what else you thought of it. How did you find because I'm seeing a lot of people. I've read a lot of reviews saying that it's very depressing and that. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments there, whilst I get ready to start editing. So yeah, this is the headset that I use to record my audio, since this phone, as you can kind of see, still has a headphone jack. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. So I'm actually in my bedroom. Yeah, I'm not downstairs. I forgot to mention that. I am in my bedroom whilst I do some editing. Danny says that he loved the film. Glad that you loved it. I did too. I think it's a hidden gem, and it's definitely up there as one of the best Irish films ever made. And Colin Meaney was fantastic in it. I absolutely loved him in it. Hence why I done that unscripted review, because I loved it that much. It wasn't planned, that one. I just done it as a spur of the moment unscripted review. So I've rambled on for a good bit now, so I'm just going to power up the laptop and connect the spare phone. So I don't know how long this live stream is going to be, because there is two videos for me to edit. So I will have to wait and see when I go to edit one of them, because for like how long Adobe tells me it's going to take to render. So if it's saying that a 5-minute video or less than 5-minute video is going to take 4 or 5 hours, then I'll cut stream early. But if it gets done in like a half hour to an hour, I might continue on with the stream. Danny says, it made me think of life more. It was so sad the drug user passed. Yes, it really was. But that's the beauty of Park. That's just the way of life. Sometimes people just can't escape homelessness, and they die. They end up ODing, unfortunately. Any more good Irish films you can suggest? Oh, I've got a good few. If you want more Colin Meaney films, I'd recommend The Snapper and The Van. They're based off of Roddy Doyle books, but he plays in The Snapper. He plays a a father in the van. He does play a father, but he's not really the main focus of the van. He's one of the secondary characters to it. Another good one I'd recommend is Michael Collins, because it shows how what it was like, leading up to the Irish. Well, no, it shows his side of things from the Irish War, Civil War, not Civil War, the Irish War of Independence between us and the UK, and Liam Neeson plays Michael Collins in it, and he's fantastic in it. Another one that I would recommend, kind of, I don't know if if you would like it, it's called The Wind That Shakes the Barley. It again covers the Irish War for Independence, how we got our independence, and then it goes into the Civil War, the Irish Civil War, after we got the 26 counties. So that one is a little tough to watch for me because of a few of the scenes that are in it. The way he died and his shoes got taken off before he died. I love how Colm Meaney beat up the two drug dealers. Yeah, it was. I saw that coming when his character woke up. I saw, I was waiting, for him to beat them up essentially. So, time to transfer the files over here to the laptop whilst I edit. So feel free to comment anything whilst I work on this, and I will try my best to get to as many comments as I can whilst I'm editing. I'm not even sure how well this live stream is going to do, but we will see. I'm quite a fan of Colm Meaney now. Later today, I'm going to watch 3 and Out by Colm Meaney. I've never heard of that. I'll probably add that onto my to be watched list, and I'll keep an eye out for that one. Definitely. What am I doing? New folder. And then I can just drag the 2 audios there. Okay. So yeah, like I said, the 2 videos I'm going to be working on today are unscripted reviews, and I am also transferring audio that I recorded for my Christmas special, because I have that sorted. Well, when I say I have that sorted, I have the audio sorted. I still need to do record the visuals for that, the on-camera stuff, but I need to wait until I put up my Christmas tree, which I'll be doing in the next week or so, because I always do that for my mother's birthday as a tradition now. So I'll transfer. No, I went to the wrong one. Of course it did. I have to do this manually. Up there, up there, and up there. Okay. So now these 4 go into that folder there. Let's see. It's a British comedy with Gemma Arterton. Huh. I don't know who any of those are, but yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out for it in the future. Have I done the thumbnail for these 2 videos? That's the main question. Let me check my thumbnails folder. Yeah, that's that one. And yeah, that's that one. Okay. I have the thumbnails done. Do I still have that? Let me see. That's empty. Would have moved it in here? I don't know why I would have moved it in here. I did not. Okay. Yeah, so I have some images to download now for the visual aspect for these two videos because I was going to use what was it? And I'm just plugging in my phone to so it has a form of charge. I'm I was going to use some video footage, but because the audio for these two videos are like 5 minutes before I go to edit down the audio, I'm just going to put in just pictures and that. Let's see, I'm terrible with thumbnails, obsessed with them so much. I do basic thumbnails essentially for my unscripted reviews, as you've seen, and my other ones. Because I use two different. If I'm on the laptop, I'll use what is it called? Pixel, Pixlr. That's the one I will use if I'm on my laptop. But if I'm using my phone, I'll use Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, the free version that I have. So I'm very limited with Adobe Photoshop on my phone. But normally I'll use the the Pixel editing software as photo editing one, just because I think it's very handy for beginners. So remind me, Danny, to link you that on Instagram, um, just so you can use that for my new shelf by shelf series. I started doing a basic thumbnails. I use CapCut for thumbnails. I don't use CapCut for thumbnails. I use CapCut for editing videos for sure. But for these videos, I am using I'm going to be using Adobe Premiere Pro to edit these videos. So what am I looking for? Oh yeah, movie background image. Right. So I'm just trying to find a background to shrink down the. This will do. No, but it's got watermarks on it. So sadly, just so I can put the pictures, I can crop them down to make it look like you're watching it in the cinema. I've done this multiple times when it comes to doing it like this. Just trying to find. I had one, but I obviously, because I'm not doing movie reviews as much anymore, I stupidly deleted it. I'm not gonna go into my bin to try and find it because it'll take a while. What do you use to make the banner as I'm looking for a new one? Do you mean the YouTube banner? I used the Pixel Photoshop that I mentioned. Like I said, remind me. I'll send that link on to you from on Instagram because it's very user friendly. This one, and it would definitely help you. You know, if you're used to if you're since you're not really used to doing thumbnails, this will help you. Let me just call this background. This will help you get used to it. You know, you can fiddle around with a lot of the settings. That's what I done. Um, yeah, the banner on your home page is I'm looking to upgrade mine. Yeah, I just basically what I done was I took a photo of me I looked up a background remover on Google. I removed the background from it. I just looked for a random blue background, and I changed it up to try and match the settings that YouTube give you. Excuse me. And I just put some text on. That's all I done. I done the bare minimum of it. Yeah, let's look at this. So yeah, that's just how I done it. It was just very quick. As the annoying part was trying to get it to match and look nice on like if you're looking at it on like desktop and mobile and that was the main issue I had but after a while I got it in the end to look somewhat decent enough. Let me just save these like so. So what I'm currently doing right now is I am getting still images from the movie that I'm going to be reviewing or doing an unscripted review on to use for visual aid for the video, because I won't be using any footage from the movie because the review is so small. So I'm not going to bother. I think I'll stop at 4 and start working on it. So yeah, this will do. This will be the 4th one because I still have save as so because I still have to trim down the audio, not as much because again it's unscripted, so there won't be as many stops that I have to do. As I noticed how some banners look so amazing, mine is a bit bleh. I mean, like I said, I just done the bare necessity of it, just to make it look, decent enough, for it. So, if you want to, what I might suggest is a little website called Fiverr. Oh, would you look at that? We have a shithead here. We have one of the guys that likes to pick on AJ for no apparent reason. Well, good luck. Come back with another channel and go and touch fucking grass, you useless piece of shit. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Hi Dan. Now I'm doing good. I'm doing some video editing, so glad you made it to my second stream. I'm basically just editing some videos right now. So if I miss your comment, if you go, I do apologize. How are you finding Scarlet and Violet? Have you actually started yet? Because last time I checked, I'm like 15 hours in, like nearly 200 Pokemon caught for the Pokedex. Yeah, I do see that he was there. I did notice it whilst I was responding to your comment, and that dickhead is gone until he decides to go and make a new YouTube channel just to comment, and I'll block him again. I forgot to set up some channel moderators. I'll definitely do that for the next stream. So Ocean says hi, Danny. Yeah, I agree. AJ is one of the best movie YouTubers that I watch, and yeah. So anyway, where was I? Oh yes, I was going to start the editing process on the first video. Yeah, I haven't touched Pokemon enough yet, really. I just got past the introduction. I have let me go grab my Switch because I actually have it on hand. Let me pull over these blinds. I'm in my bedroom, by the way, Dan. In case you were wondering, I'm not downstairs as I normally am for these, but yeah. Here is the Switch. So let me just go on. Not sure how well you can see, but that's my current team. I don't know if that spoils anything for you or if you care. Let me see. Where am I? Yeah, I have 175 Pokemon caught for so far in the Pokedex. But I want to show you something, actually, Dan. Because you're going to need to know this. So when you go and look at your Pokedex and you click into it, and then you press X, for every 10 Pokemon you catch, you will get rewards from it, like 10 Pokeballs, some evolution stones, all of that. So keep that in mind when you're going to catch Pokemon, because it will help, especially with the evolution stones, because they're scattered all over the place, so it's very hard to find. So what am I looking for? Let's zoom out. Yeah, so far I have 4 out of 8 regular gym badges. I've beaten 3 out of 5 Starfall, the battling the evil team, and then I've done 3 out of 5 of the Paths of Legends, and I'm actually working on the 4th one right now. But yeah, I have. Let me see. What am I doing? Do this. I'll do that. Go to profile. Yeah, so I have almost 17 hours in this game so far. With 175 Pokemon caught. No shinies though. I have not found a shiny Pokemon at all yet, and it's because like you have to know what the shiny looks like, because they don't give you the little indicator like they did in Legends Arceus. So it is like you have to know what the shiny looks like. So let's see. Nice, that's awesome. I didn't know that either. I did not know that either until someone mentioned it on TikTok. Let's see, just trying to catch up here whilst I went on that ramble. Yeah, I mean, I got my Switch last year. I got it like 300 brand new, but that's because it also came with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for free. I mean, yeah, see, with me when I'm filming in charity shops, I just do it. Like if I get told to stop recording, I'll stop recording. But if it's in a place where they're more likely to notice me, I won't film. But with CEX, with my local CEX anyway, I know everyone in there. So they're totally fine with me filming. Can you get Pikachu on there as mine evolved into a Raichu? Yes, Pikachu has been in every mainline on spin-off Pokemon game there has ever been, because Pikachu is the mascot. You can get Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu in the game, as well as their shiny forms, as well as later on, like in spring 2023, you'll be able to transfer Alolan Raichu into the game. I find it hard to record in CEX so well, so I don't really do it often. I have a video coming out on Friday where I went up to Dublin to film a live DVD and Blu-ray hunt, and I filmed in 4 places. I filmed in 3 CEXs and a Forbidden Planet, and I just filmed. Like the best advice I can give is just try and find a quiet enough place in the store where if you're worried about getting caught, you won't, and just film a little bit as much as you can. Like, it doesn't have to be a whole load of footage. It can be like 30 seconds worth of footage, and it's still something. Is the Switch Lite better for traveling, or the handheld Switch good for home? I honestly would have. I should have gotten the handheld Switch, simply because I don't play this on my TV as often. I have recently, just for Scarlet and Violet, um, but I've been primarily just playing this in handheld mode and leaving it in my room because they're both USB Type C. So I use that to. So I use the same charger for that and my phone. Um, I mean, I only would have went for it because the Switch Lite, because like I said, I just primarily play my Switch in handheld. So Danny, it's completely up to you which you think you'll be doing more, playing it on the big screen or playing it on the playing it in handheld mode. If you're going to be primarily playing it in handheld mode, I'd get the Switch Lite. But if you want to play it on the TV, then I'd get either the normal Switch or the Switch OLED. We have Gil here. Hello, how are you doing? Dan from Ocean Review says, I use it for both on the TV and on the go. Great if you have a commute to work. Yeah, see, I don't work, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do, like, if I'm going up to, say, visit my cousin or what have you, I'll just bring the Switch by itself. I won't bother with the dock. I'll just play it there. We have Video Tasties in the house. Hello, welcome, welcome to my editing stream. I haven't started editing yet because I've been answering a lot of a lot of comments that have come in. You've even had someone looking for AJ that always causes trouble. He's been gone. I got rid of him. I keep forgetting to put moderators. The CEX was 2 floors and massive shop, as there weren't many people in there. I got away with filming. I picked up the Enterprise box set. You bought as an upgrade needed season 4, as it was a reprint box. I actually found the seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Star Trek Enterprise in a charity shop for £1 each. So that's how I got really lucky with that. Gil says, you watched any good films this week, Michael? I watched two Christmas movies that I'm actually doing unscripted reviews for, which I'm actually about to start editing for those now, because I recorded the audio for it because my Christmas tree isn't up, so I would have liked to have filmed it in front of my Christmas tree. So the two that I watched was A Muppets Christmas Carol for the very first time. I liked it, but it's very overrated. It is. I just found it to be a tad bit overrated. The only song that I liked from it was the Marley and Marley song. That was it. And then the other one that I watched was a movie I completely forgot existed. I remember watching it, but I completely forgot it existed, and that was 'Twas the Night, a Disney Channel original movie that had Bryan Cranston in it. I thought that was okay, but I just have very little memories on it until I went to rewatch it yesterday. Danny says hi to Video Tasties. They say hi back. Okay. I was thinking of traveling at the weekend. I go away a lot for the Switch. Yeah, the Switch would be great for that, just to play whilst you're traveling. I would recommend getting a decent enough carrying case for it, as well as a screen protector for it as well. Let's see. I haven't been in the Christmas spirit for years, but this year I feel more festive. I'm kind of the same. Like, I haven't felt, Christmassy for a good while, but I have 4 unscripted Christmas reviews planned for December, and I have a Christmas special video that I plan to upload on Christmas Day. And then we'll be in the new year, and I will be, I already have a bunch of videos planned for the new year, and it's a lot of great content coming. Just to name a few that I'm planning, since it's going to be the Doctor Who 60th anniversary, I plan on reviewing all the anniversary specials, being the 3 Doctors, the 5 Doctors, and the 50th anniversary, and of course the 60th anniversary. I won't be touching Dimensions in Time, even though it is canon. I don't think it's canon, and I really don't want to watch it. So yeah, time to actually get to editing. So now that I'm actually going to be editing some videos, I might not be looking up as much because I'm focusing on trimming down the audio a bit. But I will try to answer your comments as much as possible. My main Pokemon is I have a Charmeleon trying to evolve it. Level 36 is when Charmeleon evolves into Charizard. And since you're playing Pokemon X, you will have gotten the Charizard X to Mega Evolve into Mega Charizard X. Charizard isn't my favorite Pokemon. It's not even on my top 10 list. My absolute favorite Pokemon is Lucario, followed by Blastoise, Gengar, Lycanroc Midnight Form. And that's all I can think of off of the top of my head. So I'm editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, in case anyone's wondering what I use to edit. If I'm editing on my laptop, it is Adobe Premiere Pro, maybe Shotcut. Is that what it's called again? Yeah, Shotcut. Shotcut is the free version of it for free editing software for your laptops. I highly recommend it. Very user-friendly. But if I'm editing on my phone, I will use CapCut. So let me just get started on this. So cut there, cut there. So tell me, those who are still in stream, have you watched anything interesting this week, or planning to watch anything in the week ahead? Let me know in the comments, and I will get to it now in a second. Whilst I just quickly work on editing out this audio. It's a 4-minute audio. I don't know how short this is going to get, but we will see. I'm hoping to get the 'Twas the Night unscripted review edited in this stream, but I will have to wait and see how long Adobe Premiere is going to tell me how long this video is going to take to render. Charmeleon is on level 21. Yeah, so not too far. Not too far. Let's see, I still need some Peter Capaldi Christmas specials. I have them all. I have Last Christmas, The Weddings of River Song, or The Husbands of River Song, and The Return of Dr. Mysterio, and Twice Upon a Time. I have those already. Let's see. Dan from Ocean's Review says, haven't watched much at all this month. Really been slow, but recently I watched The Fifth Element. It's about fucking time. It's about goddamn time. Because I remember commenting, being blown away that you haven't seen The Fifth Element. Now you have. So, hooray! Glad you enjoyed it. It is a very underrated film. Very great film. So, happy that you finally watched it. Let's see. Video Tasty says, going to watch Spirited at some point. Is that the one with the horse? Because I remember seeing some a VHS called Spirited that had a horse on it. So let me know if that's the one that I'm thinking of. Also rewatched the 2003 Hulk with Eric Banner. That was a decent rewatch. I remember seeing that as a kid, but I haven't gone back to it at all. Or the 2008 Hulk film. And Gil says, I watched two films I hadn't seen before. Seed of Chucky, that was good, and Brokeback Mountain was really good. I I think I've heard of Seed of Chucky, but I haven't seen any of the Chucky films. And I have heard of Brokeback Mountain. Glad to know it's really good, because I think remember seeing trailers for it when it was coming out, but after that, I hadn't heard anything about it. So I'll definitely keep that on my radar to have a look at, to try and find it in the future. So yeah. Um, Danny says, can't wait for Strange New Worlds. Neither can I, especially with that Lower Decks crossover, seeing Beckett Mariner and Boilmer in live action, since it's the actual voice actor and actress that play them in the cartoon is coming into live action. So that's going to be very, very interesting. We have AJ in the house. Hi, Michael. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, AJ, we had someone looking for you earlier. It was that person who loves to come into your lives and cause trouble. I already got him blocked. So, yeah, you missed out on that fun. Video Tasting says Spirit was the horse film. Spirited is the new. Oh, yeah. AJ reviewed that recently. I don't think I'll bother with that. It's nothing. It doesn't interest me that much. He says, however, I am out at the moment, so I will have to watch later. I don't know how long I'm going to be live, AJ, as I'm editing videos. So it depends on how long Adobe Premiere tells me this video is going to take to render. So it might be a short stream or it might be a long stream if I get a chance to edit the other video. But I will wait and see. Yeah, this is my life just basically says what I just said. Did you get the steel book with your Pokemon? I did not. I don't think my Smith's done it. I know they've done the multi-pack for sure. I just got regular Pokemon Scarlet because I paid €50 for it in my local Smith's toy store. And I got a free notebook out of it, which is good because I'm going to actually use that to write down my when I go to think out the next month's worth of videos. I'll use that so I can actually look back on that. But I don't think I've actually, I haven't seen what the Steelbook looks like. And This Is My Life says, are you CEX hunting AJ? Let me see, it's Sunday. He might be, he might not, he might be out helping his dad, I think. Oceans finally clocked that AJ was here. So yeah, back to editing. So here is a question for you all. What is a movie that everybody else loves but you hate? Let me know in the comments and I will reply to your answers in a second once I get done doing some more editing onto this audio. So now I'll drag it forward a little bit. So we do a cut here, we do a cut here, do a cut there, and there, and there. That's too small, so I won't do a cut there. Delete, 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 and delete. So I do have my own pick for movie everybody else loves, but I don't. and it is a very, very big controversial opinion. Ocean says that's a hard question. Not for me. I don't know if I should tell because it is a big controversial opinion. This My Life says the Switch games are cheaper than the DS games. Yes, because they are relatively easy to come by. You know, you can still buy them brand new in most places. Whereas with the DS and Game Boy games, they're out of print. So it's it'll be hard to track down some of them, especially the most popular ones like Pokemon Emerald is very popular, so that's why it's a very expensive game. The same with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black 2 and White 2, even Black and White to a certain extent. But the prices in the UK, oh, I see we have a porn bot here. Let me just get rid of them. So I apologize for the porn bot that just randomly commented on my stream. Gil says, I don't like the series Cabinet of Curiosities or the last two Star Wars movies. I'll get to this is going to if you're a Star Wars fan, my pick is gonna I'll just say it. I hate Empire Strikes Back. I hate it. I hate Star Wars Episode 5 Empire Strikes Back. I've watched it twice. Once when I was a kid and once about 2 years ago, maybe, when I rewatched the original trilogy again for the first time since I was a kid. And I just found Empire to be boring. I just really did not like Empire Strikes Back. And that upsets a lot of Star Wars fans because to them, Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars film ever made. It is not. It is boring as hell. So, have you seen The Mandalorian? I watched a little bit. No, have I? I've either watched a little bit of episode 1 or I've watched episode 1 in full, and I haven't gone back to it. Yeah, haha. Very funny. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite. I agree. Revenge of the Sith is a fantastic Star Wars movie. As well as I didn't mind Phantom Menace. I love Phantom Menace. The only two, excluding the sequels, the only two of the original 6 that I don't like is 2 and 5. I like the rest. So, yeah, that's my very unpopular opinion that I do not like Empire Strikes Back. So, yeah, that's something I've been teasing for a while, and why not mention it on my own stream and see how many subscribers I lose because of it. So I'm just getting back to editing here. So I'll drag you over and you over. I can see comments coming in out of the corner of my eye, but I don't want to look just yet because I don't know how people are going to react to me saying Empire Strikes Back sucks. It does. Okay, let's see what comments we have. We have Masters of the 80s. Hello, welcome into the stream. I am doing very well. I'm currently editing some videos, as you can tell by the little sprawl along here. I have 2 that I'm trying to edit, but I will have to see how how long Adobe says this first one's going to render. Because right now I'm just fiddling with the audio by just cutting out the pauses that I do when I'm taking a breath. Normally the unscripted reviews are filmed in like on me on camera, but I because I wanted, these are Christmas reviews, so I wanted to do it in front of my Christmas tree, but I will not be putting up my tree for another 10 days. On the 1st of December is when I always put up my tree for my mother's birthday, because my mother, when she was alive, loved Christmas. And so that's my little tradition that I've been doing for the past 5 years since she passed. So let me just drag these clips closer to together now that I've cut out the breaths, and I will get back to these comments. So I didn't like Nope, but I liked the directors of the other two movies, Get Out and Us. I haven't seen Nope. I have heard good things about it. Phantom Menace I watched on VHS. I don't think I've seen it on VHS. Phantom Menace is awesome, and the ending of Revenge of the Sith is awesome. It is. I often go back to the Obi-Wan and Anakin fight. I've never been a fan of Star Wars. Tried getting into it, and never did. Always been a Star Trek more for me. See, I was the opposite. Growing up, I was more of a Star Wars fan than a Star Trek fan, and then I flip-flopped, and now I really hate Star Wars. Like the last Star Wars thing I watched was the Kenobi show, and I'm done with Star Wars now. I'll probably never return to Star Wars after that. Gil says that's a lovely thing to do, to think of your mother liking Christmas. Sorry to hear about your mom. Thank you very much. I actually have a photo of her on my desk. So that is my mother. Her name was Sandra, and I keep this on my desk at all times, just so that she is near whilst I edit videos on my laptop. So I don't know how much more editing I need to do on this. Well, for the audio, because I still need to add in the visual part to it. So I'm gonna see there and there. Okay, I'll have to. So yeah, videos. I should probably talk about what videos I have coming out this week, because I have 3. So tomorrow I have a video coming out talking about my 1 year on this channel, because it's actually the 22nd of in 2 days actually. I'll have been on this channel for a year, but because I have a video planned to come out on the 23rd, I have a video coming out on the 23rd, so I'm posting it on the Monday. I don't bother editing my videos. Life is too short. I put my opening credits in and my end credits, and that's it. What I film is what you get. You see, I'm not like that. I like the editing process. I love editing. It's one of my big hobbies. I've edited on so many different editing softwares. I've done it on Windows Movie Maker all the way up to Adobe Premiere Pro. But I'm just like, for this, like I said, it's audio only for this one. So I need to trim out the pauses that I do whilst I was talking about this movie, and then I'm to add in the visual aspect of it, which will just be stills from the movie. So that's pretty simple to do. I have 4 of them which I should need to add into the bin here on Adobe, and then the easy as that. Is the only difficult bit is going through the clip and cutting out the pauses that I do. I don't even own Star Wars in my collection. The only bit of Star Wars that I own in my movie collection is The Force Awakens, and that's because it was a cheap Blu-ray pickup. That's the only reason why it's in my collection. That's the only bit of Star Wars that I have in mine. So yeah, my 1 year on this channel is coming up, and what a fucking year it has been. Like, I'm still blown away by how welcoming this community has been, especially with this being my second live stream. Like, I'm getting like a ton of comments and stuff, and I've met some amazing and wonderful people. I'm not going to be going too much into it because like I said, I have a video coming out at 10 a.m. GMT +1 talking about that. And yeah, then on Wednesday, it is the 59th anniversary of Doctor Who, and I'll be finally uploading a video that I have recorded back in August. So yeah, I had a video that I recorded back in August where I reviewed the very first Doctor Who story from 1963, being An Unearthly Child. And that video drops on the 23rd for the show's 59th anniversary. And then on Friday is the video you guys want to be on the lookout for, because that is when I will be uploading the live DVD and Blu-ray hunting video that I recorded last week, or this week, last week, however way you want to look at Sundays. But yeah, I'll be uploading that, where I took a trip up to Dublin. I went to 3 CEX stores, 3 charity shops, and a Forbidden Planet. So you don't want to miss that. And then the following Monday, on the 28th, is when I will have a massive pickups video. It is a over 40-minute video that is coming out for a pickups video in 8 days. So that pickup, like, it's the second part of the pickups video that I started back in October. So yeah, it is a very, very long and big pickups video, but I got a lot of cool stuff to show off in that. So yeah. Okay, let's get back to some comments. Master of the 80s says, I was a Star Wars kid, 1977. We bathed in back in the day. It's in my DNA. Like I said, I grew up with it, but I'm not a big Star Wars fan anymore. The toxic fans ruined it. Plus, it's just not that great anymore. I much prefer Star Trek. But as Danny says, I have Star Wars games that is on the first Xbox. I have played some of the Star Wars games, and they are pretty good. But my favorite of the Star Wars games, obviously, is the complete saga, the original complete saga that came out on PS3, Wii, and 360. I played that a bunch. I fucking love that Lego game. I like Halloween's End, but most people hate it. I have heard a lot of bad things about that. I had the option to the offer to go see it a couple of weeks ago, but I declined because of the bad reviews that I've been hearing from it. So yeah. Actually, whilst I have you guys here, those that are still in the stream, what new releases are you looking forward to in that are coming out in December? Since, you know, December is only 10 days away. So yeah, let me know what new releases you're looking forward to, what I should be keeping an eye out for as well. And Yeah, because I don't even know what's coming out in December. I don't really keep up with new releases, to be quite honest with you. The only new release thing that I bought was The Power of the Doctor on Blu-ray. Um, that was it. I tend to just buy my stuff used, so yeah, so I don't really keep up to date with these. Isn't I heard on Twitter that there was a film that's getting a 4K release. I don't know what one that is though. I really want to see Bones and all. I haven't heard of that. Um, I'm still listening. If I don't comment, I'm just typing up. Yeah, that's no problem. I'm still editing. I don't know how much more I have to cut up in terms of the pauses that I've done. So yeah, I should be. I think I'm nearly done anyway. It was originally a 4 minute and 7 second video, and right now it's at 3:45. I'm still going. Um, but I should be nearing the end in just a second. And then depending on how long the stream the sorry, how long the stream lasts depends on how long it's Adobe tells me how long it's going to take for the video to render. Because if it's 4 or 5 hours, then I won't. You might just end up getting another half hour out of me or an hour. But if it's less than that, then you get more out of me once I go to edit, wait for it to be done, and then go to edit the second unscripted review, which is the Disney Channel original movie, Twas the Night, which stars Bryan Cranston in it. So, yeah, I completely forgot that movie existed until I saw it on Disney Plus. Because I remember seeing it as a kid, but I completely forgot all about it. It's a thriller. I'll have to look at the review for it, not a review, the trailer for it, and see what I think of it, and if I will watch it. So yeah. Um, let's see what else is there to talk about. There will be one more live DVD and Blu-ray hunt and one more pickups video in December to wrap things up. As well as I have a bunch of videos ideas written down for next year. So there's going to be a lot of great videos coming out. A lot of Doctor Who videos will be coming out, that's for sure. As well as what else? There will be a Star Trek movie retrospective where I return to all the Star Trek movies from the motion picture up to Star Trek Beyond. The only two that I won't be reviewing will be First Contact and Star Trek 09, because I've already done a review for those two movies, and they are already on the channel. Granted, they're not the best of review. Well, I like them, but they're done in the old style of reviews, not my new style of reviewing stuff. But so I don't know if I will go back to it or not to re-review them. We will see. Closer to the time that won't be happening until at least May. Let me see here. Okay. And now I have pins and needles in my feet, and they're the painful pins and needles. I hate pins and needles. Let's see, cut there, and a cut there, and a cut there, and a cut there. So, how was everyone's weekend? Now that we're actually at the end of the weekend, and the week starts again tomorrow. So let me know what you guys got up to during your weekend. I have been playing the new Pokemon game, Pokemon Scarlet. I have like nearly 18 hours, 17, 18 hours put into the game, and I ain't nowhere near done. Like, I have 4 of the main gym badges, and then 3 of the evil team badges, as well as 3 of the uh, Titan gym badges. So I still have a long, long way to go before I get around to even being anywhere near done. And then, of course, there's getting the shiny charm. That's going to be a pain and a half, but I'm out there constantly catching new Pokemon when I see them, and I'm loving it. Despite the frame rate and that, and the fact that the game did crash on me once, and I somehow clipped out of bounds, but I do have a clip of that on my Switch. I'm loving the game. So yeah, I'm getting very close to the end of editing the audio for this video. So that means I am getting ever so close to finishing editing the first video. So delete you, drag these up. Let's see, that's fine. Okay. And do that one. No new comments. Let's see. Okay, that's that. That's the audio done. So it was originally a 4 minute and 7 second video. With my editing the audio, it's sitting at a 3.5 minute video. So now is when I go over to pictures. Yeah, we'll drag you in, and then I will do these 4 images as well. Drag them into Premiere. Hopefully they do go into Premiere, and that I don't have to go find more images. It's gonna be that way, isn't it? Yeah, I have to go find other images. Great, because 3 of the images that I chose, Adobe's not gonna do jack shit to it. So I have an idea of how to actually circumvent that. Yeah, I'll have to do that. But let's see. Danny says I'm running out of room on my shelf. Dude, I have 2 shelves, a big shelf and a small shelf. I have been running out of room for the past year. I'm somehow still managing to make it work, but just barely managing to make it work. Even with me changing up the bookcase every now and again. So let me just go into the Pixel Photo Editor, and what I'm going to do is because 3 out of the 4 pictures that I had downloaded from Google isn't going into Adobe Premiere. So, see, what one was it that went? The 3rd one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Pixel, and I am going to save the image from there, because open up the image and then save it from there, and that way that will then be able to be put into Adobe. Gil, good to see you, Michael. Have a great week, mate. Bye. See you. Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the stream whilst you were here, and I look forward to seeing you when I next stream. So yeah. Wow, we're already an hour into stream. I did not notice. Let me just do 1.1. One thing I do want to show off real quick is I have only one Eagle Moss starship from Star Trek. It's my favorite ship class because if you remember on Monday, I done a video where I listed off my 5 favorite starship classes from Star Trek, and I own one of them as a model, and it is the Akira class USS Thunderchild. So yeah, it's a very neat model. I bought it from eBay. I'm trying to get it as close as I can so you can see the details of the ship, like so. Let me stick on my little lamp here, see if that helps. So yeah, this is the only Eagle Moss starship that I own in my collection. I don't collect any of the others because it's an expensive hobby and I don't want to get into that. Then he says, I have 4 or 5 bookcases, lol, after years of collecting. I really do need to get another bookcase because, you see, I live alone and I live alone in a 2-bedroom house. So my spare bedroom is currently going unused at the moment. And so I want to turn that into a sort of media room because I do have a spare TV that's in there, and but it's going to take a while because there's a lot that I need to do for that media to turn that into a media room. Like my old room hasn't seen a lick of paint since I moved in has it been 20 years? No, almost 20 years. Almost 20 years since I moved into this house originally. Oh, these are being saved into thumbnails. Okay, I'll just have to remove them out of there. Anyway, so yeah, that my room hasn't seen a lick of paint since I was 5.5. And at one point, I used to have like that room used to be full of Doctor Who posters, and at one point I just took them down, not the proper way of doing it, and so it ripped a lot of the paint. So it needs a new lick of paint, and then I have a few things to throw into a skip, and then I have to oh god, let me just go home. So yeah, and then I need to get another bookcase because here's my plan so far. I need to get another bookcase. I need to get another. I need another bookcase. I need another TV stand, and then I will paint obviously the room. Put in the 2 bookcases. Put in the TV stand. I have I have an Xbox 360 that I got last year in a charity shop for a tenner, and so I actually have that downstairs currently. So I want to bring that upstairs to watch, DVDs. I'll move my DVDs upstairs for movies, and I'll keep the Blu-rays downstairs. So that's kind of my plan. Let's see, maybe turn your bedroom into the ultimate movie room. Unfortunately, furniture costs too much. I can get a cheap enough bookcase, a big bookcase, for probably around 50 to 80. I haven't actually properly looked into it, but it is something I'm going to be doing very, very soon. And then it's just a case of building it and that. And I know I can get a cheap enough TV stand from Facebook Marketplace or even in some charity shops that they have them, and do it that way. Sorry, I'm just very thirsty at the moment. So yeah, that's my plans anyway, to turn that room, my old room, into a media room at some point. So these should just go in, no problem. So getting very close now to finally being done editing the first video. I'm just waiting for Adobe to take the files, the three photos that I basically had to open in a photo editing software and resave them just to be able to hopefully open it in into Adobe. There we go. They're there. As well, memory, please save your project. Okay. Let me see. So now I just get the background, add that there, stretch it out to the whole video. Okay. Looks like I need to zoom in on it as well. So I'll say 158. Let's see. Oh, I've already seen that one. Okay, so that wasn't enough. So let me just zoom all the way in on this. Come on, keep it going. There we go. And now it's just a case of adding in the 4 still frames that I took from Google. I'll start off with this one. I'll probably need to resize that as well. Not by much, thankfully. Let's get to resizing it and then move it up. Here we go. That's fine. And then make it a tiny bit bigger. Bring it up again. Yeah, that is perfect. I remember asking how much the British Heart Foundation wanted for to deliver furniture. They asked £20 for a 5-minute drive. I'm the same. Like the furniture, the St. Vincent de Paul furniture shop, which I actually worked in for a little bit. When I bought my bed frame, I was charged 20 € delivery charge to literally just bring it out for 2 minutes in the van. That was it. I was charged 20 for that. So I completely understand where you're coming from with that, because it's the same with mine. But if I'm buying a bookcase, I keep asking and they don't have them. So I will have to get it from either IKEA at some point, and then or I will try Argos, and I'll just pick it up from Argos. Let's see, I'll do that one next. And we will click that. Let's start the zooming out, or make it bigger. Okay, and let's move this up. Okay, I might need to decrease. Okay, that's an issue. That's going to be an issue. It's not an issue. And then I'll just make this fit the screen. Hang on. And let me just drag it where I want it to be. Let's see. But there will do. So now I'm going to do that. I'll do that. I'll delete that. I'll drag that back down into it. Actually, what I'll do is delete it. And bring it back in and fix it that way. Unfortunately, this is the only option that I do this. So let's bring it over here. Let's see. Okay. I'll click that. I'll scale it to fit. Yeah. Because that is the only way I can do that. Let's add in this one. I'll just scale this one. I saw they had the alien from the movie in CEX. They wanted £200 for it, but it was a deep. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen something like that expensive that isn't a phone or a game or game system in a CEX before. So, wow, that's a lot of money for just a regular DVD. That is way too much for just one thing. I would never be able to justify that price for it. Okay. Let's bring this up. Okay, there we go. And then almost done. Just have one more of these to do. And so let's make yeah, that one. And then I'll bring the last photo, stretch it out to completion, not to the end, and then I will scale it so that it. I look forward to seeing that in your thumbnail because that was stupidly expensive. That is outrageous. Okay, so it's taken me an hour and 20 minutes, but I have the first video edited. So now let's see how long it is going to take me, how long it's going to take Adobe to render, and that will determine how much longer my stream will go on for. So I don't know if I'll actually get to do the second video that I wanted to do, but I'll probably on stream, but I can easily do that afterwards. But yeah, just waiting for Adobe to respond. Is it saying not responding? There we go. Export settings. All right, and time to export. And it's exporting now. Just need to wait for it to give me an exact time for how long it's going to take to do. And so yeah, I already have the thumbnail for this one and the other one done. I'll probably post those on my Instagram at some point. I don't know when. Probably around Thursday or Friday. I'll post that. As well as the thumbnail for my Christmas special, which will be dropping obviously Christmas Day. And yeah, it's another review that I have half of it recorded. I just need to do the other bit of it. I wish I had bought it, but it was too much. Yeah, I wouldn't even entertain it. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't even bother to have entertained the notion of it. We have Ian Hill, the Rambling here. Hello, I'm doing very well. I am currently editing videos. Well, I have one edited. I'm just waiting to see how long it's going to take to export. It is a unscripted review, and it's saying it's going to take 16.5 hours to render a 3.5-minute video. So I don't know if that's just Adobe being slow or if that's my laptop being slow. Oh no, it's now changed back. It's changed down to 1 hour and 6 minutes. So yeah, it was Adobe. So I don't think I'll get a chance to edit the other video in this stream, but I will of course see how that goes. Just getting more comfortable in my little chair here, but yeah, it's took me 1 hour and 20 minutes just to edit that. It's going to take another hour to render. So that's the process that I go through when I come to editing videos, depending on how much editing that needs to be done. With this video, I have to obviously, because it's an unscripted review, all I really had to edit out for the audio was the pauses that I'd done, and then of course add in the visual aspect, which was the screen grabs that I took from Google. One of the things I'm going to be buying soon, I don't know when I'll be buying it, but it'll be soon. But I am going to be buying a disk drive for the laptop, a USB disk drive, so that way when I'm doing my reviews on that, I can actually rip the actual footage from the DVD or Blu-ray itself, instead of having to do it through YouTube and getting the footage from YouTube like I've done a few times. I've got to be quite honest, most of these technical things are waiting on me. That's no worries. I do editing for fun, so like I just thought I'm going to be editing this because the first one that I have here will be going live on the 2nd of December, because I have 4 unscripted Christmas reviews coming out for December, as well as a Doctor Who Christmas episode review will be my special, my Christmas special this year, like it was last year. Where last year I reviewed the Matt Smith episode, A Christmas Carol. This time I'm reviewing a different Christmas episode. I'm not going to say what Christmas episode it is. Just know I already have the thumbnail done. I have told 2 people what that video is, and then because I've shown them the thumbnail, because I'm very happy with how the thumbnail came out. Dan from Ocean's Review says, "Did you go to film school, Michael? What was it like? What do you recommend?" I did go to film school. I done a year in Closh Dooley, which is I just spoke a bit of Irish there. I done it for a year, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it because there's some of the tutors that I had, I just did not like. The main guy, the main head, he was all right, but he could be very, very finicky at times. Then there was the camera teacher. I think he was a bit of a hard ass. Like if you were a minute or two late because of traffic, he would yell at you essentially. And then there was one guy who was actually away making a film, so he missed the first semester. And when he came back, he would anything I said during his class, he would kind of turn into a joke. So I just did not like him, so I just never bothered going to his class. So the only two classes that I liked was the editing class as well as sound engineer class. I got on really great with those tutors. Learned a good bit from those from the year that I was there. But it wasn't just the tutors being bad. I don't think I was ready for it because I had my undiagnosed autism at the time. It's still technically not diagnosed, but I should be hearing about that tomorrow anyway. So I can't necessarily say it was all the school's fault, because a good lot of the issues I had in that was also through my fault alone. But what I recommend doing film school, yes, it's an interesting experience because some of you'll learn a lot about it, and there will be classes where you'll be watching films. Like that's how I found one of my favorite films, Shallow Grave, through film school, and I loved it, and that's why I have it on Blu-ray now. But it was definitely an experience. And as Gil says, have you made any short films? Whilst I was in college, yes, I made short films either with there was a class. It was always class assignments, and there were I can't remember the vast majority of them. Like I know one of them that we had to do, one of the assignments that we had to do that was pretty fun. It was during sound engineer, where we were tasked to go outside and make a 5-minute short 5-minute movie using audio only. So it was very interesting to try and come up with a way to do that with just audio only, and it was definitely difficult to say the least. And then the first main project that we had to do with was we had to do one of the group projects. We had to pick a random scene from a movie and try and recreate it around the campus. And the one we did was in my group we done it was Shawshank Redemption. It was the scene where it was not long after Andy got out of the hole towards the end of the film, where he's like, you either got to get busy living or get busy dying. I played Andy in that one, so I actually did act in it badly, might I add. I acted very badly, but one of the guys that we were with, we done a lot of takes on it, and a lot of them were just fun takes. Like he went to go stop me, and he goes, wait, Andy, wait. And then he just says, do you like animal crackers? And the four of us just burst into laughter. It was very fun. Then we had to obviously do a short film for the end of the year. I wrote that script. That was hell. That was really bad, because out of the four of us, we had to act in it. No, what the assignment was we're supposed to get other people to act in it, and we couldn't get anyone, so we unfortunately had to act in it. So not only were we filming it, and that we had to act in it. So what was supposed to be a pretty sizable cast went down to 4 people, and I'm not proud of that film. I'm not proud of that film whatsoever. I regret doing that film. I did post it on YouTube years ago, but it was so bad that I deleted it, and I don't have any copies of it. I'm pretty sure the school might, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I have toyed with the idea of doing short films again, but I don't know. That school kind of ruined all enjoyment of writing and editing. So it was only in the past 2 years that I got back into editing, not so much the writing. But Ian says, have you seen the new Doctor Who companion being introduced? She's going to be called Ruby Sunday. I did. She's the actress who plays her is 18 years old. Yes, the actress who's going to be playing Ruby Sunday, the new companion, is 18 years old. And here's another thing that's going to make it and everyone in this chat feel old. When Doctor Who came back in 2005, because the actress was born in 2004, the actress was 8 months old when Doctor Who came back, and then she had only just recently turned 1 when Christopher Eccleston regenerated into David Tennant. So sorry for making you guys feel old, but yeah. Danny says, I still haven't bought The Power of the Doctor yet. Not sure to buy the Steelbook. I mean, it depends. The Steelbook looks nice, of course, but I'm pretty sure the Steelbook comes with the other 2 specials, Eve of the Daleks and Legends of the Sea Devils. So if you don't have that, go for the Steelbook. If you do have those 2 stories, I just buy it individually, the Blu-ray by itself, because it's like £15 on Amazon. This is My Life asked Ian, has he picked up Picard Season 2? I haven't even picked up Picard Season 1. I only recently picked up Star Trek Discovery Season 1 on Blu-ray. Danny also says, I've written a TV series called This Is My Life, not published. Published it. It's how I came up with my channel name. Very interesting. I know there's a YouTuber in the retro game scene called My Retro Life, where he has all these old videos for on when he was a kid, playing all the old consoles like the Atari 2600, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the SNES, Genesis, all that. Ian says he hasn't picked it up. Danny asks, is that David Tennant's assistant? No. Ruby Sunday is Ncuti Gatwa's assistant for Series 14. David Tennant's assistant with the 3 specials for the 60th anniversary is Donna, and mainly just Donna, but Donna's family, especially her daughter Rose, will be in the one of the 60th specials. It's also going to be the last one with Bernard Cribbins, unfortunately, because he passed away shortly after filming the 60th special. Gail asks, have you seen Halloween H2O? It's a lot better than Ends, one of the best sequels of Halloween. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen any of the Halloween films. I only just recently watched the first Nightmare on Elm Street for Halloween. I still haven't seen a single Halloween movie or Michael versus Jason. Tony says, I love watching this channel. I've got 3 figures already. Okay. So let's get rid of you. So yeah, that person's gone. I did, and they are blocked. So that Tony bloke, will have to create a new channel if they want to try and comment. Like I said at the beginning of stream, I completely forgot to set up channel moderators. I'll definitely be doing that for the next stream. I was an idiot. Didn't have enough time to actually set it up. So yeah, let's check on the video. So another 32 minutes until this video is fully rendered out. It's at 31%. And then I will probably work on the next one, not in this stream, but I'll definitely work on it another time. But yeah, I don't really have much else planned for the rest of today, except for playing Pokemon Scarlet. I have almost 17 hours put into the game, and I don't even know if I'm halfway done. I know I'm halfway done with the gym leaders and the evil team as well as the Titan Pokemon. Let's see. That's a great way to start a career at 18, being a Doctor Who. Yeah, she's only been in 4 things. The longest running one she was in was either Coronation Street or EastEnders. I can't remember which. Ian says, I'm considering next year reviewing Classic Who episodes as a regular series. May just try a few random ones first. Ian, I'm not sure if you were here when I mentioned this already, but I do have a classic Doctor Who review coming out on Wednesday. For the show's 59th anniversary, I'm going to be reviewing An Unearthly Child, the very first episode. It's the second time I went back to rewatch it, and I filmed this back in August. So it was the second of the secret projects that I had planned to do back in August. So it's finally coming out at my normal time of 10 a.m. GMT +1. So you're definitely going to want to check that one out. So yeah, getting close to the end of the stream. I'm going to make it just 2 hours long because I had initially planned to do just to edit the 2 videos, but I'm kind of getting tired, drained from this, so we'll see. I'll be playing Pokemon X later on. Got 3 Pokemon, didn't catch Snorlax. He respawns every day, I'm pretty sure, or every few days he'll respawn at that spot. So you can easily go and re-encounter him. So I know exactly what you are, where you're at, and with that. Gail says, "What films are you excited for?" There isn't really any that has me excited for the rest of this year, or even going into the new year. Like, I'll watch Black Panther, the new Black Panther, when it comes out on Disney, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, because I'm seeing a lot of great things about that. Because that comes out this week, I think. And of course, I'll watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 next year when that comes out. But there hasn't really been any movie that has me excited. Like, I still have a lot of backlogged movies to go check out. Before, so I don't know if there will be any movies for 2023 that excites me enough that I have to go see it. But we'll see. You never know. There's still a lot of movies that haven't been announced for next year. So there could be some that I might be looking forward to. Only time will tell. Danny says, Classic Who would be great. I started filming Classic Who in CEX now. Yeah, I have a decent enough classic Doctor Who collection. I have a good number of stories from each Doctor. But I have toyed with the idea of doing classic Doctor Who reviews myself. But we'll see how the first one that I have scheduled for this week will do when I go and upload that on Wednesday. If that does pretty well and people seem to enjoy it, I probably will review other episodes of classic Doctor Who. I don't know if I'll go in order, like, in terms of stories, or I'll just pick random ones to do. Because I've seen a good lot of William Hartnell stories, and I do love his Doctor. I have only seen one Patrick Troughton story, which was The Mind Robber, I think. I've seen 2 or 3 of John Pertwee. I've seen a good handful of Tom Baker because Tom Baker's my favorite Doctor. I've seen a handful of Peter Davison. I've seen 2 or 3 of Colin Baker. I've seen 1 of Sylvester McCoy. And obviously, I love the TV movie. Ian says, I'll be looking forward to your Unearthly Child review. I think for today's audience, it might seem strange. It was of its time. You see, with me and a lot of people, like the first part of the story was great. It was brilliant. It's no wonder a lot of people tuned into it. But with parts 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4, they're not the best. Like, I didn't like them as much. So, like, at the end of my review, I say for new fans who haven't seen classic and want to get into it, to watch the first part of An Unearthly Child and then jump straight into Dalek, because that's how it is in the Target novelization of Dalek. They rewrite how Ian and Barbara join the TARDIS, and they just skip over on An Unearthly Child and go straight into Dalek. So that's why I recommended that. I don't own any Classic Who. I've thought about buying the Blu-ray box sets, not sure where to start. I think they're releasing the first Doctor on Blu-ray. Yes, they are releasing Series 2 of Classic Who onto Blu-ray. I would just recommend buying, look up some of the most popular episodes on YouTube and go from there, buy those. Or because there's no point, starting from the beginning and going on, because there are a lot of boring episodes in Classic Who, and a lot of people just can't get into 60s Doctor Who with and being in black and white and that. Ian says Tomb of the Cybermen is essential second Doctor story. I own that, as well as the Moonbase. I just need to get around to watching them at some point. I love the 8th Doctor, so do I. I hope he gets his own miniseries. I don't know what the movie was called, but it used to be the Doctor Who movies, really old ones, early, one on BBC Two and the school holidays. I know one. I know the exact one you are talking about. You are referring to the Peter Cushing Doctor Who movies, Doctor Who and the Daleks, and Doctor Who and the Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150, if memory serves correct. I don't own those in my collection. I really, really want to get them into my collection, but they're kind of hard to find if I don't want to, buy them from eBay. But I remember watching them myself as a kid and loved them. And I definitely do want to get them back into my collection. See, I don't know, because there's 3 releases for them currently. For those, there's the original DVD. Well, obviously, I'm pretty sure they're on VHS, giving out the fact that they're 60s movies. But let's see. Yeah, that's it. They were great. I agree. They were absolutely fantastic. Peter Cushing was a fantastic Doctor. But yeah, so there's there's 4 versions for me to track down. There's the VHS version if I want it on VHS. I'm pretty sure it's on VHS. Then there's the DVD version. There's the Blu-ray, and then recently they got a 4K release, which Ian has just said there. Those 2 films were released in the summer on 4K. I got the steelbooks. Yes, I don't. The steelbooks are out of my price range. Plus, I don't collect 4K. So it's either I get them on DVD, or I get them on Blu-ray. Blu-ray is slightly more expensive on eBay for them. But I'll see. I might order them tomorrow. I don't know yet, because for my modern Doctor Who set, I'm missing 3. I'm missing the 2008 Christmas special. I'm missing Flux Series 13, and I'm missing Legends of the Sea Devil and Eve of the Daleks. So Flux and Legend of the Sea Devil, I'll have to order on Amazon, and the series, the 2008 Christmas special, I'll have to buy that on eBay, because even though it's €1 in my CEX, every time I go to order it, like when I go to order Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home on Blu-ray, it always gets canceled on me no matter what. So it's going to have to be an eBay purchase to get that. And then I'll have a complete modern Doctor Who set. And then I can start focusing again on getting a bunch of classic Doctor Who, as well as beefing up my Star Trek collection. Mostly the Doctor Who classics I watched was Tom Baker and the First Doctor. I love Tom Baker. I grew up on the old reruns in the early 2000s on BBC Two or BBC Three. Ian says anything with Peter Cushing is going to be brilliant. One of my favorite actors. I agree. I've only seen him in 2 things though: the Doctor Who movie, and obviously as Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars: A New Hope. But yeah, I definitely need to look into more of his stuff. I actually seen a photo on, it was either Facebook, Twitter, or Reddit, one of those 3. It was a photo of Christopher Lee and a really old Peter Cushing. I think slightly just before he died. So yeah. So I definitely think I want them on Blu-ray. Obviously, the Doctor Who and the Daleks and Doctor Who and the Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150. But I don't know. I might just have to get them on DVD at some point. But I will see. So this will probably be the last live chat until the new year. So I'm definitely going to be penciling it in for the new year, as well as potentially getting more hosts, some guests on. Danny says, is the 2008 special David Tennant? Yes, it is known as the episode called The Next Doctor with Jackson Lake and the Cybermen. That one, that's the one I'm missing from my collection, because yeah, I could only get that on DVD, unfortunately. You can get David Tennant complete special box set. Yeah, see, I could, but I already have the rest on DVD and Blu-ray. So it'd be a waste of money. Because I have Planet of the Dead, the Easter special on Blu-ray. I have The Waters on Mars on DVD, and I have The End of Time Parts 1 and 2 on DVD. So it'd just be a waste of money, essentially just buying the specials box set just to get one thing that I want. Whilst yes, it would, alleviate some room on my bookcase, the small bookcase that I hold my TV shows on, but it's just for one. I don't see the point on it. If I was missing, multiple, then yeah, I probably would have went for it. But hell, even for like the Series 7 of Doctor Who, I have that in 2 parts on Blu-ray because I just couldn't find part 1 of the whole of Series 7 like I did with Series 6. So I bought part 1 on Blu-ray from CEX. They didn't have part 2 on Blu-ray, so I bought that off of Amazon. Danny says, I'd love to join the live chat someday. Definitely will be having you on at some point. I definitely have a bunch of ideas for who I would like to invite on stream for these live chats in the new year. I don't know how frequently these will be in the new year, as I'm still toying around with a bunch of ideas. I haven't even thought of January's uploads. But we shall see. But yeah, we're coming to the end of the stream with just about 10 minutes, 9 minutes left, and then I will end the stream. So if you have any more questions you'd like to ask me, make sure to get them in before stream ends. And the unscripted review video that I spent this stream editing, is at 72%, so it'll be done in the next 11 minutes. Ian says, I'm looking forward to the Series 2 of Doctor Who collections, the most complete of the first Doctor seasons. Yes, I think isn't there like one story missing from there, or some of the episodes missing from one of the stories for Series 2? I wonder if they'll be animated for that, or they just won't bother including the missing episodes, because I know I have the Lost in Time box set that has a bunch of the missing episodes, that some from the missing stories, the episodes that survive on there. Gil asks, do you know what the next movie you're going to be watching is? Probably a Christmas movie that I have not seen, because I have planned 4 unscripted Christmas reviews. So I have 2 of them done. Technically, I have one that's running out right now, one that I need to edit. And then, so I have 2 more that I need to do. So I need to look at my collection for Christmas movies that I haven't seen and pick from there. Or I might toy around with the idea of doing TV shows for the unscripted reviews. Anyway, it's definitely going to be a Christmas movie that I have not seen. That's for sure. Which one it is yet, I don't know. They released the lost episodes of Dad's Army on Blu-ray and HMV. I've heard of Dad's Army. I've never seen it though. Ian says it's the Crusades 2 episodes are missing. Yes. I wasn't sure which one it was, because I know, like I said, in the Lost in Time box set, they have some of the surviving episodes on there. So I wonder if they're going to animate those 2 missing episodes, or if they're just going to leave it be. Ian says they're not animating any more episodes, which is sad, really. Yes, but I don't know now, because it was BBC America who pulled out of that deal. But now with the deal with Disney, and they're putting more budget into the show, who knows? Maybe they might decide to allocate some budget and animators to animate the rest of the missing stories. You know, fingers crossed on that one. But yeah, so videos that are coming out this week, as I've mentioned, but just in case you weren't here, tomorrow I have a video coming out talking about my 1 year on YouTube, because that is actually coming up on the 22nd. The 22nd, I'll be on this channel for a year. So I have a video coming out about that tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I have, as I said, the Doctor Who and an Earthly Child review. And then on Friday, I have the live DVD and Blu-ray hunting video that I filmed on Monday, where I went up to Dublin and visited 3 charity shops, 3 CEXs, and a Forbidden Planet. So, excuse me, that drops on Friday, and then on the 28th, there will be a pickups video which is 45 or 46 minutes long. It's a very long. It's the second part to what to live DVD and not a live DVD and Blu-ray. Recent DVD and Blu-ray pickups number 30. So it's 30 part 2, and it would have been longer had I not postponed a few of those clips to the next pickups video, which that's already at 18 minutes long. And who knows what else I'm going to be picking up tomorrow, because I'll be hunting again tomorrow. But yeah, we are coming to the end of the live stream. So I just want to thank you all for all the comments that you have that has been commented. Obviously, we've had 2 trolls this time, or might be the same troll. I don't know. But I'll definitely be picking some people to be moderators for the next time I go live. Because I might actually go live in December, towards the end of December. I don't know yet. But we will see. And then, of course, you might see me on other people's lives whenever I get invited on. So thank you all so much for being here for the live. And I will see you all tomorrow for another brand new upload. I will see you all then.